This is Peggy Smedley, the editorial director of Connected World magazine and the host of the Peggy Smedley Show. And I'm here today with Jeff Kibler, who is the Vice President of Technical Services at Infobright. Jeff, welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me, Peggy. I do appreciate it.
Well, now today we're going to talk about all these things about the Internet of Things and everything's going on, and you guys are interested in data. Let's talk about how Infobright is involved in that, and what are we talking about when it comes to data?
In the IoT space these days, data is really all about closed-loop message response systems. Today, it's the data inside IoT is all about knowing when a temperature goes above a certain level, or when some event occurs, how do I react to it? That's where we are today, and that's where a lot of other technologies, such as telecommunications, used to be before they broke out of that barrier and really started digging in and mining that data. And that's what I foresee to happen in the IoT space as well.
So how does Infobright in general get involved with what you're doing here in the city of Chicago?
Sure. So we're a global company that provides an ad hoc analytic database platform that allows for munging and grinding through large amounts of machine-generated data. With all of the sensor networks, all the IoT data that's streaming in from all these different devices around the world, we provide that data storage solution that allows for ad hoc analytics at a very fast, high ingestion rate, a very high volume, high velocity rate. So by having Infobright under the hood, we're allowing for large data volumes, we're allowing for high ingest rates, and for large amounts of ad hoc querying capability.
So give us some examples of what you might be doing here in the city right now and some companies you might be working with.
So the city of Chicago has a number of companies, telecommunications-wise. We're in all the carriers, so all throughout the city of Chicago, you will find an Infobright database sitting somewhere in a data center, whether the company knows it or not. We're embedding our technology within those different companies that then sell to the carriers. So if you make a cell phone call today, which is an IoT device in my opinion, 200 data points are collected and stored about that call, how good the transmission of that call went, how long did it last. That's just one very brief example of data being collected in the IoT space right here in the city of Chicago.
So you guys are kind of like the secret sauce underneath everything that kind of operates and providing all the data and make it all kind of work underneath everything?
Absolutely. We try to make it be as simple and easy to use and work with all the different carriers and all their different needs, but we are that secret sauce that powers it all.
We've been talking about all the things that Infobright does now, but let's talk about what you think Infobright's going to do as it evolves and as time changes with the Internet of Things.
Right now we're in that closed-loop message response system section where we're going to start seeing more and more data evolution occur, very similar to the telecommunication space, is not what happened, but can I predict it happening in the future? If you're a manufacturer, can you predict failures in the future? Can you identify which features your customers are using and either remove them if they're not being used or add new ones that make the complexity of your widget or gadget in the world simpler and more user-friendly? Plus, you have the ability to take that same data and merge it with other public sources, for example, like weather data. What's the impact to the cellular networks when a storm comes in? What's the impact of your widget whenever your environment changes, whether it's weather or something else? There's going to be a great movement in how data is being used over time, over the next few years in the IoT space, and Infobright's going to be the back-end storage solution for it.
Well, thank you for being with us. We enjoyed all your time today.
Thank you very much.